Trouble. IPOB shocks Tinubu. Make powerful announcement about independence celebration in Southeast. Trouble. IPOB shocks Tinubu. Make powerful announcement about independence celebration in Southeast. To my dear listeners, IPOB has made a shocking announcement. As they said how they will celebrate their independence in Southeast, see what was announced. To my dear listeners from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has announced a prohibition on the celebration of Nigerians' Independence Day throughout the Southeast region on October 1. This directive underscores the group's ongoing commitment to its cause and reflects a broader sentiment among its members regarding their identity and aspirations for self-determination. In a recent statement issued by spokesman Ima Powerful, IPOB's Directorate of State emphasized that no Nigerian flags should be displayed, and there will be no organized Independence Day activities for students. The organization encourages business owners to continue their legitimate operations, but urges them to refrain from participating in any celebrations related to Nigerians' independence. Powerful reiterated the group's position, reminding Biafrans worldwide that the ban on celebrating Nigerians' annual Independence Day remains in effect. He stated that Biafrans should avoid any form of participation in these celebrations, both locally and abroad. The sentiment expressed is one of these associations from Nigeria, as IPOB believes that the historical context of Nigerians' independence is marked by violence and suffering disproportionately affecting the Igbo people. The statement highlighted the paradox of independence, noting that while some prominent Igbo figures played significant roles in achieving Nigerians' independence in 1960, this freedom has come at a high cost to the Igbo community. The organization argues that the legacy of this independence has resulted in more bloodshed among the Igbo than any other ethnic group in Nigeria. Consequently, IPOB calls for a rejection of what they term bloody flag independence and advocates for the establishment of a true independent state of Biafra. IPOB's leadership is urging all members of the Igbo community to heed this call to abstain from participating in any activities related to Nigerians' Independence Day. They stress that there should be no display of Nigerian flags within Biafran territories, and educational institutions should not engage in any celebratory event. Instead, families are encouraged to spend quality time together or rest at home if they choose not to work. The organization has made it clear that it is serious about its mission to restore Biafran sovereignty and freedom. They warn against actions that could be perceived as undermining this struggle, particularly participation in Nigerian's Independence Day event. Parents are specifically urged to prevent their children from engaging in any activities associated with this day, emphasizing that they should not allow their children to be part of celebrations for a nation that they believe does not regard them as equals. As IPOP continues its campaign for Biafran independence, it remains vigilant and committed to monitoring compliance with its directives throughout the region. The group's message resonates with many who share the vision for a distinct national identity separate from Nigeria. To my dear listeners, now I've come to the end of our today's news. And now before I go, in contribution to the news that I've read, this has actually shows a sign that Biafra they meant what they are actually requesting for. They really want to depart from Nigeria. But my advice is they should tread with caution because it doesn't work this way. Before it can work, this kind of way they are trying to, this way they are